Ladies and gentlemen, go and have a look. Master Leonki's Bamboo Window Essays. This is the Patriarch's Notes. There is an article in Bamboo Window Essays. I can't remember where it is. It is a book I read more than 30 years ago, and I still have such a little impression. There was one thing mentioned in it that left a deep impression on me. Once a Dharma master went to visit Master Leonki, and Master Leonki made up a set of stories for him. This story is a narration. There was a practitioner who lived in the deep mountains for decades, strict precepts, very deep concentration, and his kung fu was accomplished. Once, people in the city met this Dharma master and admired him very much. They admired him very much for his practice and precepts. In a lively place in the city, a lecture hall was built, and the master was invited to come down the mountain to preach the Dharma. Not long after this Dharma master came down from the mountain, he was all contaminated by the prosperous life in the city. Greed, anger, ignorance and arrogance all appeared in front of him. Tao mind was gone, and concentration was also lost. It's a pity. The Dharma master asked Master Leonki, "Which one is this?" Master Leonki said, "That's my brother." That is to say, it means that you are practicing in the deep mountains, and you have not been tempered by these mortals, so you don't count. Since ancient times, how many people who have cultivated in the deep mountains have achieved success? But when they go down the mountain, they are finished, and all of them are destroyed. Generally speaking, we cannot stand the test. So when the Buddha talked about the lotus, he didn't mean the lotus blooming in the water. What's so strange about that? The lotus flower that Shakyamuni Buddha talked about, the lotus flower that blooms in the fire, is so rare and precious. Fire represents the 5 desires and 6 dusts. Being pure and untainted in the 5 desires and 6 dusts is success. We ordinary people can learn non-abiding. We should not study the birth mind. We still have to divide it into stages, after really being non-abiding. We continue to practice the mind. If we haven't reached the state of non-abiding, this can't be done. Just doing it is a problem right away. This is here to advise fellow practitioners, by the way. See the profound meaning contained in Bodhisattva Unveiling Impermanence. No abiding gives birth to the mind, and the mind that gives birth to no abiding. We reverse this sentence to read, then we can see the meaning, the mind that gives birth to no abiding, no staying mind. And no abiding gives birth to the mind, the meaning immediately appears. This is true wisdom, true concentration, and can stand the test. When we can't stand the test, we should avoid it and don't let the external environment interfere with us. If you really have concentration in Kung Fu, you don't have to avoid it. Why? We can change the realm. The environment can be changed according to the mind. We will not be turned by others. We can change the state. This is okay. If we can't change the state, we decide to avoid it. For beginners, the Buddha has established many rules for us, and we must abide by them. Why? Ignorance. Just like school teaching, you see, elementary school students have the most rules, teachers supervise the most strict. Middle school students are a little more open, college students are more open, and no one in the research institute cares about you. Why? You are an adult, wise, and you can take care of yourself, and you don't need others to take care of you. The higher the level of Buddhism, the more open it is. The lower the level of Buddhism, the more conservative it is. Hinayana is like elementary school. The rules are very strict, and no mistakes can be made. Mahayana Buddhism is much more open. You have samadhi and wisdom, and you don't need others to manage you like that. Such is the worldly Dharma, so is the Buddha Dharma. In the true Dharma realm, there is definitely no one to manage you. Decide that no one will interfere with you. Everything is right as the Dharma. Just as the Confucius said, at 70, I could follow the dictates of my own heart, for what I desired no longer overstepped the boundaries of right. This is what Confucius himself said about his realm. After the age of 70, one can do what one's heart desires, and everything can be done in accordance with the rules and etiquette, and this is virtuous. Therefore, Dharmakaya masters do whatever they want, or we can say that they do whatever they want without violating their Dharma nature. And they must correspond to their nature and virtue. This is why they are called Dharmakaya masters. These two sentences are what Master Qingliang said in the Avatamsaka Sutra, the state where everything is unimpeded, without obstacles. This sutra is no different from Avatamsaka. The meaning of Avatamsaka is all contained in this sutra.